Hey there, ESL. So I'm going to explain our activity for today. So the activity is called Magnet Words and Main Characters Activity. So what you're going to do is you're going to have all the main characters from our story, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, on digital note cards. So here are the directions. Number one, you're going to need to look at the first 4 chapters of the story that we've read already. So on Google Classroom, you have a link to the first 4 chapters. And you're going to look for magnet words that describe your character. So a magnet is something that attracts something else. So you're going to look for key words that make you think of your character. So you need to have at least 4 words for each person. And then you're going to create a sentence out of each of those words. And finally, you're going to organize those sentences into a character summary. So let me show you my example. So we learned about our character, Mr. Poole, in chapter 1. So here we can see that I wrote down a few words about him. So he was a butler, an older servant. There was something about mail. He had a conversation with Mr. Utterson about mail, so I wrote mail. And he also said that he had orders for Hyde. So I took these words and phrases that I collected about Mr. Poole, and I created my own sentences. So the first one, I said, Mr. Poole is the butler for Dr. Jekyll's house. He was given specific orders from Dr. Jekyll to let Hyde into the house and laboratory with his own key. He is responsible for what mail comes into the house. So that was from the word I put mail. He is an older servant who is well dressed. So that was the description about him from chapter 1. So I have all of these sentences now, so you need to put them in order to create your own character summary. So here is my Mr. Poole's character summary. Mr. Poole is the butler for Dr. Jekyll's house. He is an older servant who is well dressed. He is responsible for what mail comes into the house. He was given specific orders from Dr. Jekyll to let Hyde into the house and laboratory with his own key. So if you notice, I didn't do these exactly in order from my sentences up here, because if I did, it wouldn't make as much sense. It makes more sense for me to put this sentence that was number 4 as the second sentence of my summary, because it's further description about Mr. Poole. So this is your example. I hope that you guys know what to do after this video. If you don't understand what to do, just send me a message on Google Chat or send me an email. You need to fill out your cards for Mr. Enfield, Dr. Henry Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Dr. Lanyon, and Mr. Utterson. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Bye.